What's up, YouTube? T-Movies here. Now, a couple years ago, Richard Linklater directed a movie called Boyhood, and that film, was filmed over the course of 12 years. Well, that's not anything. Now, Richard Linklater is actually going to be directing a movie that's going to be shot over the course of 20 years. That's right. This film. Now, here's what's going on. Richard Linklater will direct an upcoming film called Merrily We Roll Along, which will be based on a musical by Stephen Sondheim. And the cast of this is the film's three leads are going to be played by Beanie Feldstein, who was just in pretty much my favorite movie of the year, Booksmart. Blake Jenner, who worked with Linklater on Everybody Wants Some, great film by the way, and Ben Platt, who of course starred on Dear Evan Hansen. But this film is set to be shot. Is set to shoot over a 20-year span. Boyhood I could understand because they're trying, like in the film, that kid's trying to relive, pretty much follow like this young kid who goes from a kid to to 18. That I understand. But anyway, here's what here's what this film's about. The much beloved musical based on the 1934 play of the same name by George S. Kaufman and Moss Hart follows Frank Shepard, a talented composer of Broadway musicals that abandons his friends and career to become a producer of Hollywood movies. The musical begins at the height of Hollywood fame and moves backwards in time, showing important moments in Frank's life. Platt will play Shepard, while Feldstein will play Shepard's friend, whose name is who's a theater critic named Mary Flynn. The film will be produced by Ginger Sledler and Jason Blum, so this will be a Blumhouse production too. I like Richard Linklater, but this sounds weird. Not the film itself, but this movie being released over the course of being shot over the course of 20 years. I have no idea what I'm going to do next 20 years. And Richard Linklater, he's like I believe he's in his 50s or whatever. God knows where his career is going to go from 20 years now. The film sounds cool. I love me some musicals. I like Beanie Feldstein. Ben Platt's pretty cool. I like Blake Jenner. But this sounds weird. Yeah, it should be an interesting film, but this movie coming out now it's 2019. Holy cow, this movie's not going to be in theaters until 2029. Wait, what? No, I take that back. This movie's not going to be out until 2039. I meant to say. Okay, that was felt a little tough, but anyway, this sounds. I don't know where I'm going to be in 20 years, but I love me some musicals, so hopefully if I'm still alive by then, maybe I'll, check it out, but we'll see. Anyway, let me, leave it to you guys. What are your thoughts on Richard Linklater directing a movie that's pretty much going to be, in the course of 20 years? And have you ever saw the Broadway play of Merrily We Roll Along? Do you like the cast involved? Are you a fan of Richard Linklater? And would you actually remember this film in the next 20 years? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is C Movies signing off.